Hello. Hello, and welcome. And thank you, Fragilities, for the follow that I didn't catch at the beginning of the stream, but I see the alert for it. So thank you very much. Hi, good to see you. I'm doing something different with my mic currently. Just as a preface, I put it in a different location. So just as a heads up, if things sound weird, let me know. I'm just playing around with what else I can do with it. Because I still have that issue. I don't know if people catch it or not, but I definitely do. Where, like, the mic doesn't pick up when I start a sentence, and so it cuts off the beginning sound. It annoys me a lot, personally. So I'm trying to get that to not be the case. I don't know. I might have to resort to like lunging into the mic and then pulling back out just to ensure that it catches the beginning of the sentence. Whatever. It just takes away from the experience, I think, when technical issues like that occur. But aside from that, we'll do whatever. We'll do it. We'll just keep going through that. Okay, we'll keep trucking. Rise from the ashes. Okay, we are still investigating, and I passed me not very kind. Cause we were just kind of wandering around, and I'm like, whatever, I'll just leave it for Wednesday. Now it's Wednesday, and I haven't really given it much thought as to where we should go next. But I think the thing we should do is we should make sure we examined all of the locations, and then make sure that we've presented all relevant evidence to characters. You haven't noticed anything yet? Okay. That kind of reduces my anxiety if other people haven't noticed. Yeah, I'll just keep working around it, or just working with it, rather. We'll just see how things go. So, I mean, the mic itself is good in my opinion. So I'm not gonna like try and shell out money to get a new one. I'll just work with it. But okay, cool. So we're just gonna go around. Here's the plan. We're just gonna go around and we're just gonna throw a bunch of shit at the proverbial wall and see what sticks. We're gonna talk to everyone and look at everything. So, might be a slow going start. But alright, yeah, without further ado, let's just do it. We have examined everything. We looked at everything here. I know this for a fact. This I'm not so sure. There's the security room. That's such a small bit to examine. Look! A stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. You can see the whole parking lot from in there. Sorry. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe. Huh? Cafe Securite? Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. I like Emma. She's very kooky. She just comes to these really wild conclusions. She's a good sidekick. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose. Aha! The theory of relativity. What? I've gotta write this down. Oh, hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German or was he British? Mr. Relativity? You sure that was his name? Emma. She's precious. I can't slide to the other side of the room. I'm sure there's something. Oh, barrels. An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. Oh, Emma. How silly. No, nothing about these vents. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Yeah, that is a pretty big feat. Emma's nice. She acts maybe just a little bit more like, I don't want to say like crazy, but she is a bit more like spunky. She's more spunky than Maya. You get used to Maya. Maya's really charming, right? And she has all these like cute little running gags, like food, burgers, and her stealing things, and just wanting to like kind of cause chaos almost. She's really, really fun. She is best girl. But Emma's got her own charms too. I like how they were able to make them different. Yeah. So they're not like cookie cutters. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should have talked to, what's her face? Star, comma, Angel. What to do? Do you have anything to say? Here, see this? Ah! I've noticed that defense attorneys always have a tendency to want to show people things. What is this? A behavioral study of lawyers? Do you want to see my badge? See this? It's my attorney's badge. Ah, well, I've never seen a real one before. You're the first one who's actually been interested in mine, believe me. Oh, yeah, she wants to buy it. Okay. We saw that last time. And Emma also has this science gimmick. Different. Okay, no, probably gonna be the same thing. Oh, yeah, that's right! We can examine things. I told myself I was gonna be examining stuff. I never did. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his Maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth? In the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Dude, now there's a scary thought. That's laughable. That's hilarious. Is that the only thing? I think so. Okay, let's examine some other stuff. Yeah, let's just do that. For a while. Nothing here? Oh, look at that. So this is what the back of the badge looks like. And I always thought I had a safety pin. Yeah, why is it a screw? Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone? No, I'd be found out right away. That's no fun. Okay. Emma, you want me to be a criminal? Ooh, maybe this is actually important. Nothing? Nothing about that? No? On the bottom? Whoa. Like past recipients? Hey, check it out! There's a metal plate here. Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it, yeah. Wow. One guy is listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner. Yeah. That's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. When she says it, his name does kind of have a ring to it. No, Emma, you don't want to meet him. Trust me. Oh, there's something else? No. Oh, it's even got like a little fist in the back. That's neat. That's neat. I guess nothing else. Alright. What else? I doubt that this will do anything for us. Holy crap, it's a ticket stub! That's insane. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is dated the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up at a couple extra red lights. He wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. Just goes to show you never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light. Anything on the back? No. Positively blank. So... okay. Guess that really is it. Okay, nothing to do here. Nothing to do with the underground parking lot. Maybe we really should check out the police department some more. Maybe we'll examine some stuff too. What are you guys talking about? What are you guys chatting about? Can I barge in? Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, "Hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy." That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. Aw, I ship them. Okay. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea. Why? Well, I think they're designed after a panda. A panda? Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or do they not have those at your zoo? Yeah, maybe your theory's flawed, Emma. You didn't consider every variable. The banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign. Nice slogan. Wonder if they'll be selling fingerprint sets. I don't think it's that kind of campaign. And what family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. Yeah, I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. Ever enthusiastic. I always get excited when I come to a police station. Yeah, why is that? It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Just trust me. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. Funny, thought they were talking about the weather. Actually, they were cracking jokes. Bulletin board. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human. She has a point. What are they, like police sketches? Is this really doors? The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Maybe a bit more nerve-wracking than anything else. Gumshoe! Gumshoe, we need help. Can you help us? Have a knife. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car. Stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Skye to do such a thing? Oh, wait, I didn't mean... sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Did we already talk to you about this? Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony? Yes. Okay, we did talk about this. Why is it a shield? He doesn't know. He'll tell it to us later. Yeah, he's forgotten. Okay. Yeah. Can we talk more? Yes! Cool. Oh, he's in a tough spot again. Again? Yeah, he's been through some shit. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. As I know. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case... I said that weird. This latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. That's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is... what was his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA. For a moment there I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. A letter of introduction. From Gumshoe? Wow, you wrote this yourself? What is that? Oh, I kinda want to examine it. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Okay. Sure thing. Let's look at the court record. What's going on here? Wait, what does that say? Will it tell us? Something $20? Hey, look here. Looks like something's been crossed out. Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe. Let's see. Annual bonus, $20. I think a couple zeros are missing. Nah, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. Oh, Emma, you shouldn't do it for the money. You should do it because you love it. Right, Gumshoe? Fries with his ramen. Okay, let's move to the underground parking lot. Marshall? We have a letter of introduction for you. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, who is this? One of Star's boyfriends? Oh, still here? Gumshoe, I mean... Yes, as much as he complains, I think he does really love his job. Or at least he likes being partnered with Edgeworth. I think he's passionate about it. Oh, hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security guard? Goodbye. Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall, we need to speak with you. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Do we immediately talk to you? Can we? Will you let us? There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime. A cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. Me? I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. Oh? He's asleep. Well, could we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? Okay, I'm guessing he won't let us talk about that. Do you know what this is? Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right into the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Ah, that old cow dog? He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? It's important. No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe better than the blood test. Guess I better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Feel like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Okay. Note to self. Police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Oh, Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction crumpled and discarded. Okay, great. Now will you talk to us? Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty dog there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. Smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Star. One stab to the chest. Fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Okay. Death due to loss of blood. 1 knife wound. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. So what does that mean? Like from 2:30 to 5:30 that time? I can't do math. My sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. So no motive? No visible motive? Nothing in common. They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly He wasn't a particularly detective. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prospector. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot. So it seems. Like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. Okay. I don't mean any offense, but... Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detectives, till 2 years ago, to say the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cowdog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's 'cause he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cowdog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? A little bit suspicious to me. What else can we talk about? Will he know anything about anything? Alright, compadre. Count of 3. What? You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. Remind me to never visit Texas. Okay. Can we talk about the autopsy report? No, we cannot. Okay. Evidence probably isn't good with this. Oh, we can actually look at it. 36-year-old male. February 21st, between 4 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. Okay. Loss of blood from a chest wound. 4.5-inch knife. A single stab. Is this a 4.5-inch knife? I don't think I'd be able to tell. So maybe we don't need to pay attention to that. Okay, let's start examining now that we have access to it. Okay. This is a sight to behold. This appears to be where the- oh, this appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Found? Or did you drag it in there? Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. This rope. Is it? Yep. They laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So, wait. The victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. Emma. Emma. You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. What a creative one. You got an active imagination, Emma. Okay, you can't see it with my icon on the way, but there's a phone or a digital camera here. This looks like a cell phone. Okay. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Yeah, sure. We're investigating after all. Right. Let's check it out. Oh, it will do it for me. God, that takes forever. Okay. Okay. Yeah, yes, no? Nothing here? Oh, the phone strap? What about the phone strap? What about it? Man, what a boring strap. Oh, what's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know? Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. Oh, these are hard to come by, you know. I see this series is as popular as ever with the kids. That did nothing for us, but it was pretty fun. This thing? Yeah. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. Excuse, whatever. Let's check this phone out. Okay. Blue button. Now, to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self. A defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Are we wearing gloves, Mr. Wright? Are you touching that with your bare hands? You're getting your fingerprints all over this piece of evidence? Defense attorneys are reckless. Okay. Oh? Hey! That song, I know that. Hey, what's going on over here? Oh, we're just vibing. You wanna vibe with us, Officer Marshall? It's a good song. Aww. Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Oh, well, yeah. Whose phone is this, anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky. What? It's my sister's? She has such a boring strap. She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. What, it doesn't say? She didn't put them in their... She didn't, like, put contacts in there? She has the number memorized? Takes skill. Photographic memory? Okay. Sorry. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? I'm sorry. That was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. Wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Okay, bye. Uh-oh. I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Okay, property of Lana Sky, last call made at 5:18 on the day of the murder. Interesting. Anything else to look at here? A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Plus, they've already got a lunch lady. B block is through there. That's where visitors park. I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Okay. Is that really it? Button? No. No, we did that. No. All that is done. Looked at that. Police tape is not different from the car. Really? Did everything? Okay. My sister's cell phone. The last time it was used was 5:18, right after Goodman was killed. Maybe she was canceling her date for the night. Calls her date. Hey, sorry, I had just, rain check. I got this body. I just, killing people. Sucks. Okay. Why did Lana make that call? Good question. Hi, I'm a defense attorney. I'll see your badge. Looks pretty round. Our badge is a star. A lone star shining in the nighttime sky. A beam of light, illuminating evildoers who come in the dark of night. Note to self, evildoers are weak against starlight. Hey, that's a sheriff's badge. Not... What? Okay. Yeah, just grabbed it from Party City. Okay, cool. Anyway, where to next? I'm a bit stumped. No Lana. No star on the angel. I don't think you're too useful right now. Oh, well maybe you are. So, there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Oh god, I'm fucking up a lot today. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall! Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... There's something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will, someone's up to something here. But who? Okay, this is a vague topic. Office atmosphere. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging, yeah, we get it. He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. You follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Oh. Hate to say this, but... It's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Lana Sky. My sister. Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. I'm dying. Sorry. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? Yeah, interesting. Well, I guess that's all we have. That's all you have for us. Let me get a sip of water, and I think we'll try to move around and find someone else. Okay. Where to next? Are you back? No. Maybe we really should go back here? Darn it. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try and talk to Emma more about the phone. Now that we have that, I guess. Here, see this? Oh, we can examine it again? Same stuff. So actually, no. What the heck? Why? Okay. Detention center? Shoot. We don't even have that many locations, you know? What am I missing? Gumshoe. Autopsy report? As a detective, I had to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better than to go on blabbing about things I don't know about. No, I wouldn't want you to do that either. Good. Phone? Never mind. Card? This ID card belonged to the victim, Bruce Goodman. You can do just about anything these days with a card and the right secret number. Scary. It's only scary because you keep dropping your card, Detective Gumshoe. I forget my secret number a lot too. It's scary. But I'm me after all. And what could be wrong with that? Aw. I think I'll stay out of this conversation. Okay. What the heck? Blue Badger? No. What have I not done? I feel like I've examined everything. ID card? What's that? Some sort of police passport? This is Detective Goodman's ID card. Strangely enough, we found it a good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance? This rat hole? You want distance, get yourself to Texas. Texas? This is a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town. Tiny little evidence. We are in Los Angeles, sir. What difference does a few yards make, compadre? I don't think you're fit to run an investigation. Note to self. If you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. There's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros. Okay. Nope, that's not it. King of Prosecutors. Ah, toy shield. Suits the boy well. What exactly could you shield with that? Toy knight, maybe? Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? We get the point. You know, I was a detective, I got one of these. Let me guess. Did it have a K for King of Detectives on it? Hey, they could use the same shield over and over. Note to self. Prosecutor's office and criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap. You know it. They've gotten cheaper with every passing year, I tell you. They didn't need to write that at all, but it's a really nice tidbit. I love it when fictional characters just have casual-ass conversations. that don't matter at all. It's just nice. 5:12 p.m. Prospector's bright red steed came in at a trot, real slow like. Trot? My bandana tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later. So it seems the chief prospector was lying in wait. Maybe. Waiting for her prince to ride in on his bright red horse. So what you mean is the killer intended to use Edward's car all along? Huh. You know anything about this? No, you don't. Autopsy report? No. My sister's cell phone. Blah, 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 blah. Do we have any more? Did we open up any more dialogue? Ugh! I have presented you with everything! And you gave me nothing! Goodbye! No. See this? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I don't think she's gonna be useful. Can I be... What am I supposed to be doing? What? Did we... What? A work desk. It's quite tidy. Yeah. Okay. I'm sure... Yeah, I've already, like, examined most of these things. The shield. It's... Okay, no, all this dialogue is set up as if we examine it before we talk to Edward. We already know all this stuff. We don't need to be here anymore. What the heck? Police department? Did I present everything to you? You show this to me every time we meet, pal. Oh, that's funny. Even an ID card would be nice. Oh, speaking of ID cards, I found that detective's card, didn't I? What? This ID card belongs to the victim. Yeah. Yeah. And it did nothing. Okay. And then we think, yeah, too well organized to be a coincidence. So they probably intended to use that car. I know I presented that to him. He won't talk to me about that, or that, or that. So talking to people is doing nothing. And I already examined everything, didn't I? Unless it wants me to look into this again? Or what? There's no need to push this again. What's wrong? You look like I do during finals. Never mind, it's nothing. Okay. What am I missing? What am I missing? I'm gonna cry. I'm so upset. What the heck? You know what I haven't looked at? I haven't examined good old Wright & Co. law offices. That's something I need to do. Hey Charlie, how you doing? Mia's plant, Charlie. I've been taking care of him in Maya's absence. Okay. It's a poster of the Steel Samurai on the wall. Maya stuck it up there on the day she left. Oh, I didn't have the heart to take it down. I do sometimes get strange looks from the clients, though. That's really funny. Difficult-looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. I don't like them. Okay. Desk. Mia's desk. I sit here even less now that I've stopped taking cases. I ought to at least dust it off once in a while. Looks like it's cleaning day again at the hotel across the way. I hear they're planning a second branch. Why did I say that? So weird. Outside the city. Egads! The bellboy was staring right at me. And that's it. Can't talk to you about anything else. Phone. Phone. Dude, this should be relevant to you, right? Ah! I'm fed up. Detention center? Hey there, guard, how you doing? This guard monitors the visitor's room. He's frozen in fear of the frigid Miss Lana. No, he is not. She's not here. I'm feeling a bit chilly myself. Camera? Smile for the camera. Window? Nothing else. Nothing else. Is there something we missed here? Bright red sports car. Body. Oil drum. Ah! Other cars. Big car. B. Fence. I can't, the fence is not separate from everything else. I feel like I've examined literally everything. There's nothing more for me to do. Hello? This is fine. I've examined that. Examined security. I've examined the door, the ladder, the telephone, yes. The oil, yes. The wall, yes. I can't examine this because apparently it's not important. The floor. I don't have to. You don't tell me what to do. Oh, these NPCs are just in my way. Okay. I feel like I've presented literally everything to them. Do I need to examine things more? I did that! I've examined everything! I've examined everything! Is there really something I'm missing? Okay, maybe you should go back here? Door? Thing. Board. Big ass sign. People. Car. Campaign. That's it. That's it. And I know I've presented everything to you. I know I have. And I've talked to you about everything too. Oh, wait. All 1, 2, 3 car clues? At the crime scene? These things? Should I be really picky about them? Where's 2? I don't see 2. This. That one. Which... Now I'm just a little confused. Is 2 on the other side? No. I'm thinking one of them is the whole car, and the other one's gonna be like the body where Emma said that that's how he died, which no. Court record? I don't know. I don't know. Officer Marshall. Over the trunk? Oh my god! I thought the whole car was just one thing. Good lord. No, you're not blind. I, in fact, am the blind one. Thank you. What's this? Looks like a sort of note. A note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. Finally. Huh. Make it personalized notepad? Wow. You're right, let's see. 67S 12/2. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so? What does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self. For deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Okay, found in the car trunk. So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana's confessing to the crime. So, aside from that little wrench in things, we're good. She says she did it. That's no problem. I can guarantee that she is not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma. Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? Mm, I'm just rocking out. Oh. It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I... I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? I... She hung up right away. I see. Does that make you an accomplice? A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Obviously, that's how the game goes, Phoenix. You never know everything at once. Ooh. To be continued. I'm gonna play for actually maybe like a significantly longer amount of time. My voice doesn't hurt me like at all. It is really hot. So you know what? You know what maybe we'll do? I'm gonna save right here. And then I'm gonna take like a longer break than usual. And then we're gonna do more. We're gonna get into trial. Yeah, trial former. Ugh, I forgot these were like chunked up like that. Okay. So yeah, let me take a kind of longer break, maybe like 5 minutes. I don't know. Gonna drink water, get up and stretch, and then we're gonna get into even more. Be right back. All right, all right, we're doing it. Baby skin really cute. Oh, thank you. I also think, I mean, the colors are a bit too light, but I wanted it to be something visually entertaining, or if you had to stare at it for a little while. Okay, I'm back. I am refreshed. Let's get into it. Maybe not gonna go for another whole hour, but definitely longer than I usually do. I'm feeling pretty good. Okay, voice-wise. Sure, I'll save again. I don't know why I did that. Alright. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Ugh, sis. Saying Lana. Every time that pops up, I'm just saying Lana. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there is one decisive difference between you and her. And that is... you're not a defense attorney. What a burn. I mean, it feels like a burn. Hold on. Sorry, I was just gonna shut my window. It is starting to rain. Okay. You're not a defense attorney. Oh, that's right. I believe it's almost time for the trial. She didn't even respond! Good luck, Mr. Wright. Well then. First trial without a Fae helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. Not Emma. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. Okay. There. I think. I'm a little nervous. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow. He's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. The cough-up queen? Hold on. Okay, sorry. I had to fix my posture after sitting down. Okay. Haven't I seen you from somewhere? Oh, yeah, you probably have. You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down. And for you, I have a fiesta bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession?
Ah, and you, sir. Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox?
It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. He's like, miss me with that bullshit. I want no part of this.
Well, Your Honor, how does it taste?
So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. Not true. It's actually just salty. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Name. Profession. Now.
Me? The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up! Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call it on the police to provide a description of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional.
Huh? What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Miss Star was a detective? Ah, I know who you are. Cough up.
Cough up, Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see.
Very well. You may continue with your description, Miss Star. Just who is this lady?
If I might have the court's attention over here.
Okay. A former detective.
The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks.
I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutors' spaces, yes?
The crime took place by a car in the back of A block, in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot.
I love her necklace, her little octopus-shaped cocktail weenie necklace. And who was this valiant witness?
Why, it was me, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor.
Seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright? I can't agree on principle, Your Honor.
It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining?
You can, then give them your worst, Miss Star. What, you're on her side? They talking about me? Okay, time for a testimony, I suppose. Witness's account. What did you see?
Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car.
Through the wire fence? So, if the car was in A block, she was not in A block, she was in B block. She probably had to park there.
The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching. As you can see, there is no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman.
So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed?
I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Okay, that first statement is very biased.
She's like, I just felt it in my bones. I just knew this would happen.
I'm pressing that. Oh, you know what I should do? I should try and pin her as a biased witness. Or testifier or whatever. How did you know?
I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy.
The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Savage!
Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that.
Knew too much? Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors?
I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one.
Laid off? She was fired.
To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Very well, you may continue, Miss Starr. I don't believe that for a goddamn second. Maybe I should just press everything, because it is our first testimony, you know? This boyfriend, he's the detective?
Not that boyfriend. The security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several?
Yes. This boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants.
I'll stick with the lunches, thanks. Note to self. Judge had to think before replying.
The security guard room is in the lot, in A block.
Okay, oh.
It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there.
That would be the room with the security sign. The Securite Cafe. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car?
Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block.
So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. Yeah. Okay. That's not a factual statement. That's true. Do you think she would do you think it'd be free food? She does give away a lot of free food. I feel like she would be taking advantage of it. Kind of like reeling them in and then making them pay for the food. Anyway. You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder?
It felt like... How would you say? Oh, yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds.
I have no idea what that means. Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim, Mr. Bruce Goodman, also a detective?
Yes, well, he was like a young cheese.
What?
A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn.
And I must be hard-yellowed and sharp as a tack. Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to mash.
In any case, there in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind.
Eh? Yeah, through the wire fence, so it was B block. Got that confirmed. By garish car, you mean, yeah, Edgeworth's.
Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes.
Mr. Edgeworth's? You didn't know this?
Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it?
Yeah, indeed it was. What an odd case this is. I noticed her shoes match her hat. What a nice fashion sense. And the person you saw, you are sure it was the defendant?
I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her.
She's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. Witness, in your testimony you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness.
You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, Rookie.
Huh? Rookie?
Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me.
What?
I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside.
That was inspiring. I can't take her seriously. All her food metaphors, food-based threats. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. Could you cry plagiarism?
I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed.
Oh? Is this a photograph? You took this?
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunch boxes is rigged with a camera.
I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now?
You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs.
Well, this is most certainly the defendant. That is unmistakably Lana Sky. So, what was the defendant doing at the time? Holding a knife in her right hand? Okay. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying.
Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long.
4.5-inch deep wound.
Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all.
Yes, that's about right.
Prosecutors are, by nature, well versed in the location of a man's vital organs.
What?
I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set.
You can't testify as to the ability to kill an egg. A person. That's really funny.
Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor.
So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Okay, that's a loaded statement. Has a lot of accusations. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has a point.
Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late.
Too late?
Yes. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon.
I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. Also, wasn't the fence in her way? She can't just walk over there. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that! Okay. What's in our court record? That photo, which doesn't do anything good for us. Okay. She had to have been, like, over here, yeah? And here's the car. So she's here, here's the car. And then we have this note, autopsy report. 1 knife wound, which, you know, that adds up with what Star's saying. Okay. Yeah. Garage car. Holding a knife in her right hand. This one is suspicious to me for some reason. Let's take a look at this a little bit. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to save, but I pressed present instead. But I mean, the music stopped, so I was on the money. And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife? I just wanted to get a closer look at the photo.
As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmons for a lunch.
I'm sure that is a fine lunch.
But isn't that odd?
Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Yeah, I was curious about the blood on the coat. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright. Damn! He will not let up with this. He's so mean today. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. And how can you tell that?
Blood splatter.
Huh?
See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat?
But it's a black and white photograph. Ah, yes. It's hard to tell, but that could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem. Except you. Mr. Wright, are you gonna just sit there and take this kind of abuse? You got a better idea? I'll just object for objection's sake, you know? Wouldn't be fun otherwise. That's the whole point of court, right? To have fun. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime.
Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies.
That's it?
If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go.
What does that even mean? Good advice. Not sure I understood it, but good advice.
I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Yeah, she's got the gloves. There's also why there are no fingerprints on the weapon. Are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. Darn it, he's right. These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation.
Premeditated murder. A serious offense.
Witness, add this to your testimony.
The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it.
Then why would she have picked it in such an obvious place? What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves? Like driving gloves? Oh, what? The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies.
In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime.
Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Star. This is bad. It's got them thinking like this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. Gotta think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. Yeah. Lots of sound effects. Whoa. Okay. I need to get to that. The murder was planned, the robber goes prove it. Okay. And I need to... Oh! I think I've got it. If it was planned, why did she use the knife that was in the car to begin with? She would have had a weapon with her. Witness, do you know what this is?
Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk.
Indeed, it is my knife. Everyone in the crowd, yeah, it's a knife. What's with this case? The bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there. Oh, do they think he's an accomplice? The defendant's chief prosecutor for the district, right? Mommy, are prosecutors bad people? The defense has a request. Get these motherfucking people out of here right now. We don't need them here. They're not a jury, they're just an audience. Why? We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony.
What's that, Rookie?
In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder. And that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Like a natural conclusion to me, the gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon.
Oh.
This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're gonna plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon.
Woo!
Yeah, exactly. Aha, gotcha there. Great. Now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. Don't jinx it. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. Shut up. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide is turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah. The prosecution could not care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. Oh, that's all you need? That is the only thing the prosecution need prove. Nothing else.
Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing...
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought.
How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated.
Really now? No one's taking her seriously? I can see why they took you off the force.
Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim.
How? I'm pressing that.
Nothing else could drive the human machine to plunge the knife in again and again.
It was one stab wound. You're making everything up. I don't trust you. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. Does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? So, if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? Good point, Emma. In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. Okay, I've already got my eyes on two certain statements to press her on. Yeah. What kind of grudge?
Well, I wouldn't know that.
Of course you don't! That's because she didn't have a grudge.
Rookie. I have a lunchbox here. Now, what's inside?
How am I supposed to know?
See, we agree that there's a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels. Don't you agree?
I get it. That's why my lunch was so salty. This judge isn't very good with metaphors. The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Can you tell us your basis for thinking this?
It's simple.
Yeah, nope. You're just such a theater kid. You're just exaggerating everything. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that.
Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise!
I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr. What do you mean? Shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Aha! You're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. What a hunk! He's my hero, really. What about my objection? No one noticed? Well, witness?
You got the crime scene set, right?
Oh, she's trying to get on everyone's good side with food. She's trying to seduce them so that she'll be believed. Oh, thanks.
I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible.
So, you're saying you mistook something for blood?
When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify.
Okay. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly this whole scene was.
Muffler wearer, you liar. That was easy. She's really losing it. She's, losing her truck. No! I missed the line. Damn it. I was going on and on about how, Angel Star is slowly devolving into an unreliable witness when at first we thought she'd be like, super formidable. Okay, anyway. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work.
What?
The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph.
Huh? But that can't be.
Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. He's not pulling any punches. Did I already say that? He's just very mean today. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What was my objection? Chopped liver?
But it was there. A scarf. No, not that, but something red, really.
Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business.
What?
Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that.
Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least.
Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. Most important part? The most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. Next testimony might just be the moment of truth. I think I'll save it for next Monday. We'll listen to it, and we'll get to the cross-examination on Monday. Let me read this out, and then we'll go.
After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile.
Okay. So that's already really suspicious because just mentioning a muffler, that what? Says the word muffler, thinks of the color red? I'm doubtful. So she's got a lot of holes in her testimony, and I don't trust her for a second. So when we get back on Monday, we're gonna be just noticing all these holes, making her visibly upset. But sorry, you did it to yourself. Not as cool as she thinks she is. Oops. So, okay. This was good. It was a little extra long than my other streams, but I think it went really well. Yeah, of course. So yeah, we'll get back to Ace Attorney on next Monday, next week. Next Saturday is More Baba Is You. We're getting through that. Been a while, so I might be rusty, but we're getting through it with it. We're getting through to it. I can't speak. I'm suffering brain damage. So maybe I should stop streaming soon. Alright, I'll be okay. I just need a drink of water. And speaking of which, you should drink water too, and have a snack, and stretch. Sleep well, and have a good one. Oh, yeah! Thank you very much. I don't use Twitter very often, but I'll be sure to check it out. Thank you for the offer. I'll hope to see you next time. See you around.